Time to get ready for one of the best free-to-play friendly updates coming to Raid Shadow Legends, guys. And I am talking about the Epic Champion Empowerment, which will definitely put some of the epics back to the top of the list. So far, Legendaries completely power creeped all of the epics, right? And the main thing was that you can empower Legendaries. Now, soon enough, we're going to be able to empower Epic Champions as well. Most probably, we're going to get a lesser amount of stats on them comparing it with the Legendaries, but it will still be pretty awesome to be able to get some extra stats on them. Not only it will be amazing for the Curse City, it will be amazing for Faction Wars, Doom Tower, Clan Boss, you name it, okay? You name it, including Arena. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna go over all of the epic champions that need to be empowered. What copies to save, because you gotta start saving them from now on. Now, I've already made a different video that I'm gonna link for you up here on the screen, guys, where we are talking about all of the epic champions you need to keep for the Curse series. From some of them, you need to keep multiple copies. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to link the video in the pinned comment, or you can click on the link you've seen up here on the screen. But heading over to the game, Champion Index. What epic champions we need to empower? No questions asked. So I will talk about the most obvious choices, the most powerful epic champions that every player should empower, okay? And I'm not necessarily going to focus on a specific game mode or anything like that. I will give you my take on the most important epic champions that you need to empower. So I'm going to start with talking about Stag Knight. You need multiple copies of him. The more copies, the better. He can actually deal decent damage. He's a very useful champion. You're going to use him in many different areas. So keep all of the copies to empower this bad boy. I'm not going to talk about skills and all of the rest of the things, guys. We are purely going to focus the empowerment. Lady Annabelle can solo the Bommel. Yes, gaining some extra stats on her will be very beneficial for whoever is trying to get the job done. Regardless if you are in the end game, early game, mid game, you might be doing normal Doom Tower, you will need some extra stats, and that will allow you to build the champion with lesser gear. So very important to try to empower her too. The rest of the champions from this faction, though, while we still have some very solid ones, I don't think they're necessarily as crazily important, except we have Ursula the Mourner, which, yes, take her to +4 ASAP. Revivers, they do need to have extra tankiness. Being able to empower her to a +4 as well, it will be very beneficial for this champion, and she will definitely be much better for Hydra, for example, for different areas where you are planning to use her. Archmage Helmet, I would tell you to save epics to empower him, but I honestly have no idea who's going to empower him. You know, I would strongly suggest you to empower him, but we don't know who's going to empower him so far. Probably it will be one of these 4 epic champions that are Magic Affinity. Gerhard, Arndulf, Lordly Legionary, or Hordin. Probably it might be Arndulf, but I'm not 100% sure. And of course, if you are willing to empower some of the rest of the champions from here, you're more than welcome to do so. 100%. Warcaster can be used in the Clan Boss in some different areas, and yeah, he could benefit from some empowerment. Giscard the Sigiled, awesome champion as well. An empowerment for him would be nice too. He will be much tankier. But these are more niche champions that are not a necessity to quickly empower ASAP. From the High Elves, guys. So while we have some solid champions in here, the few champions that will benefit a lot from the empowerment will be, of course, Atlan the Gold as a damage dealer. His damage is gonna go off the roof. So yes, keep all of the copies. Try to get him up and running as an empowered champion. It will be very beneficial for him. Andrisia, yes, she can benefit a bit more from tankiness. Jingle Hunter from damage. Vergis, much better as a tank. The more stats he has, the easier will be to build these champions. That's why empowerment makes the champions look crazy in some of the builds. If you have decent gear and you're empowered and 6-star awakened, that champion looks like a monster. But once you remove the 6-star awakening and you remove the empowerment, that champion doesn't look as appealing anymore. The build, you know, Naldor will be pretty solid empowered. Even though it's not a necessity, he's not really gonna do so much crazy damage to be like, wow, he's just destroying waves, because he's not that type of a champion. So I do have 2 copies of him for the Curse series. You can potentially empower him as well. Extra damage is going to benefit him. Extra stats will benefit him, especially getting more accuracy, more speed. It will make your life easier when you are building him for the Fire Knight. So yeah, why not? Ambassador, he will definitely be nice if you can empower him just to get more tankiness out of him. It's definitely going to benefit him quite a bit. And Skuramis, 100% empower him if you can. He's a massive HP tank. Love this champion. Tyrell will benefit a lot from the damage, especially from the Curse series, you know, so definitely keep that in mind. Royal Guard, should we empower enemy max HP champions? So let me just put it down for you in the following way. The enemy max HP damage is still going to be identical. That will not change with the empowerment. Now, what will change with the empowerment is having the capabilities to build the champions with less crit rate, focus on different stats. You're going to get more speed, more tankiness on them, so it will be easier to keep them alive regardless of what sort of content, in what sort of content you are using them, you know. But this skill will not get any bonus damage from the empowerment, so keep that in mind. Bit of attack increased on him, yeah, but it's not really going to make a massive change overall, you know. Sacred Order. So here we have quite a few awesome ones, you know, and the main thing is you want to prioritize the super important champions for empowerment. Phanax, my god, he is going to be a beast with the empowerment. This A1 is going to hit even crazier. I cannot wait to empower mine, you know. Every single skill will benefit him more, and being able to build him with less crit rate to push in more attack, more crit damage is definitely going to be really nasty. Mordecai can benefit from some empowerment as well. It will be easier to build the champion. Deacon Armstrong will get more speed if you're using him in arena, especially if you're kind of like still progressing through the game and he's part of one of your teams, or you're using him in some areas where he needs a lot of speed, including clan boss. We all know building some unkillable teams, guys, is pretty hard, especially when you need to reach high speeds. This will make your life easier, so keep copies from these champions. Talking about Anchorite, he's a pretty good champion to empower too. It's not necessarily super important to do so, but it will make him tankier. Cardinal, again, she will be tankier for arena. I know a lot of you guys use Cardinal in arena, and if you don't, you should definitely do so. Cut speed teams with Cardinal is absolutely massive and very effective. So yeah, definitely empower her. Lightsworn, a pretty good champion to be empowered. He can throw a couple of smacks here and there and just gain extra stats. Inquisitor Shamael, hell yeah! Hydra is running away already. Can you imagine his A2 with 40 extra crit damage or something like that? Some extra attack. What sort of damage he's going to deal? He's going to love it. So yes, keep your Samuels up and running. Godseeker and Eerie will be much easier to do the Sand Devil Necropolis with an empowered Godseeker and Eerie. So definitely keep copies of her to empower her. If I miss any particular epic champions, guys, let me know in the comments down below. How I mentioned, I am prioritizing the most important ones, the ones that are really giving you value in many different areas in the game. Sikara, yes, extra damage for Faction Wars. Kursiri, 100%. Try to get her up and running. Armina, again, she is a decent-ish champion, good crowd control. Not the craziest damage, but hey, empowerment can help her. Alika, oh yes, I cannot wait to empower my Alika to +4. She is one of the best epic damage dealers in Raid Shadow Legends. No questions asked whatsoever. This skill on a 2-turn cooldown can put anyone to sleep, literally. So much damage. Now, I wanna see how this will play out with an empowerment. This as well. You need some accuracy on her to lock cooldown, to increase the cooldowns of the skills. You know, it will benefit her a lot, guys. So, yeah, definitely keep her on your list. Barrett, he's very important for the Curse series as a damage dealer, so I'm definitely going to look forward to empower him. No clue who's going to empower Jamarsa just yet, but I would expect it will be Maeve Teshada, Kalia, or Alika. Wood painted, yes, she will get tankier. I am using her in quite a few different areas in the Curse City. So yeah, she's going to be pretty solid. The more HP she's going to have, the better the healing. So yes, all in for empowerment. High Khatoon will benefit a lot from the speed, will benefit a lot from tankiness, from accuracy. Very good option. Vala, more damage. Ferrokin the Fat, way more damage, more accuracy, making your life easier to build your Clan Boss team or Fire Knight team or whatever you have built with him. Hoskarol, again, he will deal more damage. He will have more accuracy to get the job done. So another solid champion to empower. Skytouch Shaman, she will get tankier. So yeah, I would like to empower her too. The more HP as well, the more healing she's going to provide. Ogryn Tribes. Here, the very first option on my list is Siege Hulk as a damage dealer, guys. He's going to be massive for Faction Wars, massive for Curse City. Yes, Ugo, you can empower Ugo if you want to. It's going to be easier for you to get better stats on her in terms of speed, accuracy. Claude, again, better speed, better stats in general, but it's not a necessity. Mainly, the main characters that benefit the most out of empowerment are damage dealers or champions that are meant to be fast, champions that are meant to have a decent chunk of accuracy. Skull Crusher, funny enough, he will benefit quite a bit from it. Shatterbones as well, more accuracy, more speed, a bit of more damage. Then, talking about Maneater, yes, he will increase your damage in the Clan Boss. He will make your life easier when we're talking about how to build him. The only problem is, it's pretty hard to get a lot of Maneaters, so you might have to wait on this one, you know, till you get him done. Eurogrim can benefit a bit from empowerment too. He's gonna be tankier. Skrank, 100%. He's definitely going to smack more, have that higher accuracy, which is gonna benefit him quite a bit. From the Lizardman guys, Venomage, 100%. He will get tankier, more accuracy, harder to kill. Probably will be able to solo more stuff now. Jarek as well can. Jarang, more damage. While they're not the most insane epic champions in the game, they are epic champions from one faction that is eventually pretty important in quite a few areas. So yeah, Basilisk as well, why not? He's gonna be pretty nice empowered. Aox is gonna get tankier, more accuracy. Broadma, why not? He's gonna be probably the easiest epic champion to empower for all of us. While the rest are not that crazily important. Scatix, Quarkan, they cannot benefit from empowerment. From the Skinwalkers, Fane, 100%. She's going to bust the Clan Boss open, guys. More crit damage, more accuracy, more attack, more survivability, more speed. Is going to be much easier to build her for damage once you manage to empower her. Scabrius as well. He's going to benefit from it quite a bit. Yes, Akemtem is going to be nice to be able to empower him, get a bit of more damage, more stats on him. Basher, more speed, more accuracy, more survivability. He is known as the mini warlord with this skill right here. Steel Skull will be massive for the Curse City, very, very important. And yeah, how I mentioned, most of the epics will benefit from empowerment, but let's be honest, you cannot empower every single epic champion in the game because you still need chickens every now and then. So probably once you're gonna get to empower most of them, you will prioritize to use the rest of chickens. Dark the Pierced, 100% more damage, more accuracy. He's gonna be very, very nice empowered. Ultimate Galek too, if you're using him anywhere. Tagoar, Jork, more speed. He's a pretty good thermometer booster. A lot of people are actually sleeping on him. So he's gonna benefit a lot from the speed. Zargala will benefit a lot from the damage, guys. So yeah, looking forward to get her up and running. She needs the accuracy for defense down. She needs the speed to go in front of the rest of the nukers. And she needs some damage too. So empowerment will definitely help her a lot. Then you can make the world's strongest shaman if you want now. You can make a +4 shaman. Don't do that. Rask is going to gain more HP. He's going to gain more speed. He's going to gain more crit rate. Enable you to give him a much, much better build and get more healing from the champion. Sandless Survivor as well. She's going to be tankier. Seer. Boom! She's going to make boom with this Karma Burn. +4 Seer. 6-star. That would absolutely be bonkers. I cannot wait to get her up and running. I'm not sure who's going to empower the rest, but Tuhak is a pretty solid one to empower as well. Moving over to the demon spawns, the most obvious choice, Magnar. Yes, baby. Finally, we can empower Magnar. He was one of the best HP nukers in the game. Right now, he was left behind. But after the empowerment, I feel like, again, he's going to be much better. I'm not saying he's going to go and compete in the meta with all of the new OP legendaries that we got for the last 1 year or so, but he's going to be much better for all the content. More damage, more tankiness, you know, is definitely more than welcome. From here, empowering Allure, honestly, is pretty irrelevant. Now, you do need her in the Curse City, where she is pretty important as a damage dealer, so that will benefit her if you have multiple copies, if you can do it, of course. Soul Drinker could be funnier now with the bombs. Nazana, she will be tankier. Tainix as well. Akak, a pretty good option to empower. Tarshan, Gorlus, Padma, Umbral, yes, not too important, honestly, but all these champions will be benefiting quite a bit from it. Now, Undead Hordes, guys. Gorgorap, he's finally going to be the world's fastest champion. You can empower him, of course, if you want to. Great for faction wars, great for quite a few different areas. He was a massive carry on my account as a reviver, you know, so gaining more speed and tankiness on him, a bit of more accuracy for that A1 is definitely going to be important. Seeker, more damage in the clan boss, easier to build because of the speed requirements, so you can push more damage on your unkillable teams. 100% worth it. Catacomb Counselor, decent. Dark Elhain, a pretty solid damage dealer from the Undead Horde, so yes, she will definitely be worth it as well. Husk, same situation with Royal Guard. Husk will hit harder with A1 and A2, of course. He will get more accuracy for that provoke, for this stun, but this enemy max HP will still deal the same amount of damage even with the empowerment. Then we do have Massalia Mage that could benefit. I'm definitely going to empower my Hexia. I'm using her in the Curse City. Very solid. Tons and tons of damage from her. Vogot could be pretty interesting. A much tankier champion, harder to kill with the empowerment. Anax, he will become a beast. Even like this, he puts a lot of legendaries to shame in the clan boss. Imagine him after the empowerment and he's gaining all of the extra damage stats, you know? Definitely a nice touch. Dark Elves, Madame Series, more accuracy, more speed. Very nice. Lua, more damage, more accuracy on her as well. Sylar can be nice to empower, because why not? Of course, empowering Luria, more damage from her, more utility. She needs some accuracy too. Krakart, curious who's going to empower this one. I'm definitely going to look forward to it, because he is a damage dealer that I'm using in the Curse series. Ryan the Conjurer again. She will need somebody else to empower her, but she's worth it. Durandil! Yes! 100%. He deals so much damage, such an amazing damage dealer. Imagine him at +4 together with Alika in the same team, just smashing everybody around. Spider could benefit as well. You're getting more accuracy, more speed on him. Dark Kale as well. He could probably help more in the solo content, or make it easier for you guys to solo content if your gear is not as amazing. But I'm not sure who's going to empower him. Usually, they get empowered by champions that have the same affinity with them. So you have a few different options right here. Kaden, Captain Temila. That's pretty much about it. Night Revenants. I am definitely looking forward to empower my Sinesha. More damage. Very important. To empower my Skull Crown. And my god, I feel like nobody else will be happier than Whisper. She's going to destroy bosses even more now. Getting the extra stats on them is just going to be so massive, guys. Golden Reaper, she's going to gain more speed. She's going to be a bit better. Sepulture Sentinel too. More defense, more damage, more accuracy. Rector Rat, she's going to be tankier. Kite is funny enough. He's a pretty nasty damage dealer if you can unlock the secret skill. So that's a solid option. Faceless, he's going to deal definitely more damage. So those are a few solid options from there. From the Dwarves, guys, again, I'm going to start with Morak. She's going to love being empowered. She can deal so much damage, and she's so freaking important for so much content. Hell yeah. Now I only have 2 more eggs. I need quite a few more to get her up and running, but I am definitely looking forward. She can actually really smack, guys. Cornelia, she could be benefiting quite a bit from it as well. I know she's not able to do as many crazy things as she was before. Rockbreaker, he's going to be tankier. He's going to have more accuracy. He's a pretty fun champion. Geomancer, I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to empower Geomancer. I'll be honest, you don't necessarily need to go too crazy with the empowerment on him. The only reason when I would suggest you to go and empower him and don't keep multiple copies is if you really need to gain the extra accuracy and speed for some of the dungeon bosses, like Iron Twins Fortress or something like that. Then I'll be like, okay, go and do it because you need to. But if no, you won't necessarily gain insane value out of him from empowerment, you know? He is able to stay alive the way he is if you're giving him a decent build. But still, he will benefit from the empowerment as well, of course. More speed, more accuracy, more survivability. Then Melga, Runekeeper is going to be pretty nice too, to get more speed, more accuracy. Gala Longbraids, more damage. He's going to smack even harder now. Rugnor, pretty interesting. Demita is going to make your life easier in the clan boss. You need to reach 300 plus speed on her, right, on some teams. So this will definitely benefit her quite a bit. The main thing is pretty hard to get multiple copies of some of these Void Epic champions in particular. Toragi, yes, he's going to be much tankier, more speed, more accuracy. Hotatsu, having more accuracy and tankiness on him will be nice. I have him built for damage on a stun set, actually. Nogorio, he will love this to be able to deal even more damage. Same with Gembo. Gembo is going to be a massive fan of the empowerment too, because he's going to be able to pump in some serious numbers. Then, of course, most of the rest from here that are being used in particular areas will benefit quite a bit. Burangiri, very likely that he's going to be able to solo the Bommel on 90 hard mode much easier now after empowerment. Masamoto, he's going to smack a bit more, while the rest of them will get tankier. Kinegashi is a pretty good champion to be empowered to. I'm definitely looking forward to get her done as well. Sylvan Watchers. Now, nobody's going to love the empowerment here more than Ruela and Mistриder Deity. Both of them, they will get more accuracy, more speed, more damage, which will really benefit them. Plus, they will get more survivability. Creer than the Blue, it's going to be a easier build for Fire Knight. You can get more speed on him now. And White Dryaenia as well, she's going to benefit quite a bit from it. To become more tanky, to have more accuracy, more speed. Ornn could probably have a bit of more fun in soloing content, you know. Duedan as well is definitely gonna benefit from it, but don't forget about Killing the Shrike, right? He's pretty badass too. These are the epic champions that I would really empower, while the rest of them, how I mentioned, they will benefit from empowerment. Hopefully I haven't really missed any obvious epic champions that really need to be empowered, you know. How I mentioned, I do think some of them are still pretty awesome, but not a necessity to rush onto it to empower them, you know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Eventually, you will want to empower all of them, because why not if you can summon multiple copies to do it, and if you save the particular characters. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and don't forget, if you want to see the epic list for the Curse series, all of the epics that you need in there, check out this video. Peace.